Washington receives. Chicago kicks off. Let's have a good ball game, man. Good luck to you.
The 1968 season began for the Washington Redskins against the Rugged Bears in Chicago. Sonny Jurgensen's arm seemed healthy, and the Redskin attack was clicking. The first time they got the ball, the Redskins scored on a strike up the middle from Jurgensen to Pat Richter. And then they came right back to score again on an end run by number 20, Jerry Allen, behind a beautiful block by John Wooten, number 67. Washington 14, Chicago nothing.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it! Just keep away from me. Got 15 coming. 15 coming. Now just get away. Incomplete pass. 15.
That was a terrible call. Come on, just stay away.
First down.
I know it's bad to walk away, but
I know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. That's all right. Can't hit you in the head. If he keeps hitting you in the head, it's gonna be 15. Oh, he had you by the helmet right in the face. Can't hit you in the face. Hits him right in the puss, and he wants nothing called. Play ball.
you're looking right at him. He hit him from the side. The side.
First down. Quiet now. Come on, quiet down.
Don't throw that forearm. Don't throw that forearm.
No, he is not. Quit throwing that forearm. Time.
15 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against who? Against who?
The coaches.
You mean
the offensive team.
Okay. From here, after the down. Okay, that's sportsmanlike conduct half the distance. Come on now, let's get settle down. It's on the 10.
The Bears were angry, but the Redskins were angrier. Their determination was ferocious, and they were everywhere. Brig Owens, number 23, intercepts Jack Concannon's pass on the 1-yard line. On the very next play, Washington strikes again on a 99-yard pass play from Sonny Jurgensen to Jerry Allen, tying the record for the longest TD pass ever. Washington 21, Chicago 7. But the deluge wasn't over. The Washington scoring machine was in high gear as Redskin receivers kept getting open. Jurgensen to Charlie Taylor. And behind superb blocking that gave him time to throw, Jurgensen was unstoppable as he hit Pat Richter, number 88, for Pat's second touchdown catch of the game. Washington 28, Chicago 14. And to finish it off in style, Sonny again hit Richter for Pat's third touchdown catch and a 35-21 romp over the Bears. After the first game, however, things took a turn for the worse. Injuries plagued the Redskins. Heisman Trophy winner Gary Beeben was injured in a preseason game and saw practically no action. Vince Permuto, Mitch Johnson, Mike Morgan, Jerry Smith, Jerry Allen, Steve Thurlow, Ray Schonke, Joe Rutkins, all were injured. And most important, Sonny Jurgensen's bruised ribs hampered him all season. As a result, the whole team suffered. There were some freakish interceptions. There were some costly fumbles. And all three Redskin quarterbacks bore the brunt of the breakdown.
Land of pleasant living, happy, serene, where all day long the shad row. Stroke, 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 and the frogs croak. But beneath that calm exterior is where it's happening.
Have a national beer.
Welcome to the club.
Love those old favorites.
Speaking of old favorites, anyone remember?
Everyone knows that. Join in and follow the bouncing clam.
National beer, you like the taste of national beer. And while we're about it, we're proud to say it's brewed on the shores of the Chesapeake Bay.
Gee, just like Fred Herring.
Then in '67 I wrote,
Every man should have a beer he can call his own. National beer, national beer.
But there was a bright side. The defense handed out their share of hard knocks in getting to opposing quarterbacks. Number 66, Carl Kammerer. Number 72, Joe Rudkins. And ferocious number 55, Chris Handberger. The defense gang tackled with zeal, and each individual with a style all his own. Number 73, Frank Bosch. The head-on confrontation of number 37, Pat Fisher. The one-handed savagery of number 55, Chris Handberger. Hard hitting brought its own reward. Jim Smith, number 34, scoops up a fumble for a 62-yard touchdown against the Minnesota Vikings. Against New York, number 77, Walter Barnes, blocks a punt, and number 81, Ken Barefoot, turns it into a touchdown. And the Redskins secondary was no less determined and came up with some spectacular interceptions, like this one by Ricky Harris, number 46. This one by the ever-present Chris Handberger for a touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys. The Skins picked off 21 altogether, with Brig Owen stealing 8 by himself to finish third in the league. And on offense, there was Charlie Taylor. And number 88, Big Pat Richter, for whom every catch meant a chance to run. And number 87, Jerry Smith, who thrives on getting hit. Injuries to the Redskin quarterbacks may have hurt their statistics, but it did not alter the unique style of these three great receivers. When the Skins put it all together, offense and defense, the result was victory for Washington. Against the Eagles, number 52, Mike Morgan intercepts Norm Snead's pass and returns it 14 yards. Then a brilliant fake by Sonny Jurgensen and a dash for the score, and the Skins are rolling. Heavy pressure from the front four forces Snead to hurry. And this time, Aaron Martin, number 40, picks off the pass. And Jurgensen, getting time to throw, finds Charlie Taylor with a strike for another 7 points and victory. Against Pittsburgh, hard hitting was the name of the game, as number 72, Joe Rutkins, forces Dick Shiner to fumble, and number 79, Dennis Crane, recovers for the Skins. Charlie Gogolak's toe was one prong of the Redskin attack. Sonny Jurgensen's arm was the other, as he hit number 87, Jerry Smith, for a touchdown. And then hit Smith again for 49 yards and the winning score. Against the Eagles in the rain, the Redskins continued to pick off Norm Snead passes. Brig Owens, number 23, snares one. And number 37, Pat Fisher, steals another. Charlie Gogolak kicks 3 field goals. And Jerry Allen, number 20, plunges over for the game-winning TD. In the final part of the season, the Redskins took on Dallas, Green Bay, and Cleveland. But despite their record, Washington was not to be taken lightly. For something had happened, and there was a new spirit in the team. Washington was there to fight, as Dallas soon found out. Jim Ninowski stood in for the ailing Sonny Jurgensen, and he spearheaded the Redskin attack with courage and daring. Trailing 17-0 near the end of the half, Ninowski hit Charlie Taylor for Washington's first score. Despite disasters large and small, like this safety against the Skins, Washington would not give up. Ninowski came right back to Jerry Smith for the TD that closed the gap on Dallas. And the defense was up also. Brig Owens picked off a Don Meredith pass and returned it 31 yards. And Ninowski quickly cashed in on a pass to number 88, Pat Richter. And amazingly, in the fourth quarter, Washington led. But fate had not decreed a win for Washington as Jethro Pugh hit Nanowski's arm and Larry Cole, number 63, carried it in for Dallas for the game-icing TD. When the game with Cleveland was over, one Brown said, "I'm sure glad we don't have to play them again," because the Redskins were out for blood. Jurgensen passed complete to Jerry Smith, who romped for 56 yards. And then came right back and found him in the end zone for the TD and the first score of the game. Aaron Martin, number 40, picked off a Bill Nelson pass, and the Skins were hot. But then the freakish intervened. A deflected pass. A missed tackle. And a coach's nightmare as Cleveland scored. But Washington struck right back. Jurgensen to Smith. And then Jurgensen to Pete Larson, number 24. And at the half, Washington led Cleveland 14-7. In the fourth quarter, down by 10 points and with less than 2 minutes to play, the Redskins began to move. Nanowski threw the bomb, and Charlie Taylor made a spectacular catch for the score. The Skins executed a perfect onside kick, and Pat Fisher gave them the ball on the Cleveland 40. But time was running out. Nanowski couldn't find a receiver. And once again, victory narrowly eluded Washington's grasp. In the final game of the season, the closest Detroit could come to a touchdown against the tough Redskin defense was this fumble into the end zone. For Washington, number 17, Harry Theophilides, was at the helm, and his pass to number 26, Bob Brunet, went all the way for the score. Aaron Martin picked off Bill Munson's pass and carried it back 18 yards. And though forced to scramble, Theophilides threw the bomb and found Charlie Taylor, who was interfered with. Pete Larson, number 24, carried it in for the TD in the victory that should have ended the Redskins season. But Santa came twice to Washington this year.
This is the proudest moment of my life with the Redskins to present to you for this conference, Vince Lombardi.
Come on out here! Guys go to sleep all the time out here!
I'm very happy to be here, believe me. Most happy to be a Washington Redskin.
What are they doing through the center of that line out there? Too much out there!
In spite of what some of you may think, I can't walk across the Potomac even when it's frozen.
Everybody grabbing out there, nobody tackling. Just grabbing, everybody. Grab, 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 nobody tackling.
I'd like to have a win of the first year, if possible.
What are you doing out there? Messine? Come on, Messine, let's go here. You got to circle around right down the field.
And also, I know everyone was worrying about what Green Bay was going to give to Washington for the Messine trade. Me.
What the hell's going on out here?
You talk about hard-nosed, you're talking about a mental approach more than anything else. You're talking about a mental toughness. You're not talking about a physical toughness. As soon as they put on their pants, they better be physically tough to start with.
Look at me, 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 all right.
You don't have to have great runners, but you do have to have great blockers.
Oh, God, get him out of there, will you?
That's just reputation. Just reputation, really.
What the hell kind of football is that we're playing out here today?
Actually, I'm pretty soft.
Hey, interference! Interference!
This is a new regime. I think Washington, for one, is the world capital, and we have some plans to try to make it the football capital of the world.
The Washington Redskins highlights have been brought to you by National Beer and Colt 45 Malt Liquor.